Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing, this May the 7th, 2025, noontime cryptocurrency update. And if we look at what's going on here, Bitcoin 1 billion daily realized profit signal late stage bull market. Let's Cointelegraph. Bitcoin investors are making the most of the highest price levels in several months. These are averaging 1 billion per day, leaning to concerns that the market comeback may stall or even reverse, something old Vincenzo's been warning about. Institutional has not led to change in mindset. Crypto Quant says Bitcoin risk a local top or sharp correction if current levels of profit taking continue. Blog post May 3rd. Bitcoin realized profits have spiked to multi-month highs this week as Bitcoin reached 98,000. Market is becoming comparable to late 2024 when the pair broke through an old all-time high, hit 100 grand for the first time. Even after positive price action, after March to April drop in 2025, profit taking is still aggressive. This is historically consistent with late stage bull market behavior where profit taking dominates even as price continues to rise, because that's just logical when a price has moved so much. So that's very critical. Something that could be signaling the continued bearishness that we've been talking about. And if we look at the daily time frame in the Bitcoin real quick, we do know the current pattern. We think it is this head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern. We think the next major target is going to be down here at the neckline at 58,000, but we have several areas to come back down through. We've had our bullish cross, which is something to be considered here with relevant technicals. A bullish cross, rising 100 and 200 day moving average, an initial rejection by this area of major resistance that we thought we would see, now a pump back up to it like we thought you would normally see. And now the major point is going to be, does this get resisted and rejected? And if we go into the hour time frame, you can see it's attempting to initially get rejected again. You can see this is where it came up the first time, rejection. Second time, will it be a rejection? And if this is a rejection, it will be a much more forceful rejection. And I think that would lead you down here to that $90,000, right? Which is just about where the freshly bullish cross is coming up to. And that's going to be a critical area. If this does play out like this, where you end up back down here, do we hold that 90,000 and that freshly hit bullish cross on the 50-day moving average, getting over the 100, and then continue back to the upside like so? Or is this where you confirm it as resistance and you start to trade down, a little bounce, and then you come back through and confirm that as resistance and trade down towards that 74,000 level, which is where you would come down to next, off of what this rally started from, which was this regional double bottom right there in the shorter time frame. So that's what we're looking at in the short term here on this new time update. Something that we've still been looking at for a couple of weeks. Major upper resistance, first level of support, and then your major underneath support obviously is at 74,000 and change down there. And that's what we're going to keep watching. Bitcoin. Is there a Bitcoin dominance on this one? Oh, we're on the wrong one. That's why. Going to this one. Bitcoin dominance. You can see Bitcoin dominance continues to rise, right? And that's been prohibiting a much more forceful run, and some recent selling in the altcoins is look how high Bitcoin dominance is. So we're going to continue to watch that. If that continues to rise, it puts sell pressure. It puts sell pressure on the altcoins. If we look at XLM, you can see XLM is sitting still on that 25 cent level. It came down beautiful like we thought we would, where we got rejected by that 28 cents, just like you see in that purple that we drew out. We're sitting on the 25 cents, and this is your major area that you need to decide, can you hold this and continue short-term bullish, or are you going to get below this and confirm it as a flip to resistance, right? Resistance. If you break it and do something like that, you're going to confirm this major support level and the resistance, and then you're going to be looking at the 18.5 cent green horizontal level coming back down to in the short term. So that's what we're going to watch out there. The XRP is the same thing, except this level is the $2.09 or the head and shoulders neckline right there, and we got rejected just above the 100-day moving average. We're sitting just above and along the $2.09 neckline, and that's the area that we're trying to hold, scratch, and claw and keep it as major support, like you've seen this whole time over the last 4 to 6 months. And it's trying not to flip it and confirm it as major resistance. And if you do that and you flip it as major resistance, you would come very, very quickly back down to this $1.61 wick low that we had a couple of weeks ago before this recent rally started. As you do know, we have a technical target of $1.29, something that we've had since we were way back here. We made this pattern there in the purple circle in early to mid-January, right at the top of the head, just after the 340 regional blow off top, right? Like the channel, subscribe, become members of Jabroni Killer, a channel built for you, the retail investor, with truth, trust, education, and information. 69 degrees, J.